my thing on it. She hit my line 100 times, I let it ring on it. These niggas must be out their mind, cause I'm the king on it. You know my thing, that's what I bring on it. Cause I'm the king on it. Okay. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I'm too far gone, I probably left a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I just want them dollars, nigga, you can keep the change. Unsatisfied until we on a private plane. I be with them soldiers ready to die over a name. Once that oil hit my head, I never been a I do my thing on it. She hit my line 100 times, I let it ring on it. These niggas must be out their mind, cause I'm the king on it. You know my thing, that's what I bring on it. Cause I'm the king on it. Okay. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I'm too far gone, I probably left a nigga. Respect a nigga when I check a nigga. I just want them dollars, nigga, you can keep the change. Unsatisfied until we on a private plane. I be with them soldiers ready to die over a name. Once that oil hit my head, I never been a ordered the Department of Justice to drop all the corruption charges against Mayor Eric Adams. And like a day later after that, the news came out and said that Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, is now going to allow ICE to come into the prisons and arrest the illegal immigrants. Now, is Eric Adams just deciding to allow ICE into New York, into the New York prison system, just because he loves America? Just because he really cares about keeping the people safe? Hell no. It's obvious to see that Eric Adams is making backroom deals to save himself. He doesn't care about the safety of New York. He doesn't care about the safety of the country. He cares about his own safety, and he cares about not going to prison, not going to jail. And that is the spirit of every politician, every mainstream politician, major politician that you see, the same people that we vote for all the time. These people do not care about our best interests. They care about their own interests. And they will do whatever they want to do as long as they save their own ass. So we will be fools to continue to vote for them when they don't fight for us, but they fight for themselves. Shalom. Donald Trump just ordered the Department of Justice to drop all the corruption charges against Mayor Eric Adams. And like a day later after that, the news came out and said that Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, is now going to allow ICE to come into the prisons and arrest the illegal immigrants. Now, is Eric Adams just deciding to allow ICE into New York, into the New York prison system, just because he loves America? Just because he really cares about keeping the people safe? Hell no. It's obvious to see that Eric Adams is making backroom deals to save himself. He doesn't care about the safety of New York. He doesn't care about the safety of the country. He cares about his own safety, and he cares about not going to prison, not going to jail. And that is the spirit of every politician. Every mainstream politician, major politician that you see, the same people that we vote for all the time, these people do not care about our best interests. They care about their own interests. And they will do whatever they want to do as long as they save their own ass. So we will be fools to continue to vote for them when they don't fight for us, but they fight for themselves. Shalom.
Israel, this is Precinct Captain YAHUSHUA, Captain 13,000. We out here in Austin, Texas. We finna go kick it with our SICARII brothers tonight, man. It's gonna be a beautiful night. I'm just gonna tell you it's gonna be a movie. I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. We're gonna get up in here. We're gonna get a section. When we get the section, we're gonna get some bottles. When we get the bottles, we're gonna get some signs. The signs is the key. That's how we gonna get them with the signs. We're gonna have some signs that let them know that we family and we love each other. We're not gonna come in here as spectators. We're gonna come in here like it's our house too, because we are one family. And we're gonna have fun with our brothers. We're gonna enjoy each other tonight. It's gonna be a movie, man. Y'all stay tuned. It's about to go down.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in a got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas to the people. All the command and general. nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit a nigga.
If we come together, you know what I'm saying? America, what we need to do as people is come together. It only makes sense. We in Austin, Texas right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Priest, come here. You know what I'm saying? Two sticks joined together is only be strong, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Shalom.
I'm from Colombia. Colombia, baby. Get my brother. I.S.U.P.K space ATX. Already, brother. I'm gonna check y'all out. I really. We in religion. We are a race of people. We want to teach you our laws, statutes, and commandments because this is our culture. He's gonna give you the QR code to let you know all about information so you can get in touch with us. You can get in our chat. You can ask us any question you got. All right. All right. Everything I hear is the QR code.
Rip, he's gonna be gone for 30 minutes.
Maybe I'll be right back.
I think he's gone for 3 days. Bro. I think he'll be over 3 days.
30 minutes. Yes.
Go to hell. You disappoint me. No!
All right, Shalom, Israel. This is Priest and Captain.
history, who is y'all's top 3 black historical icons?
Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King.
Whenever you're ready, Mariah.
Really about it. Like,
Okay,
really
no, that's good.
It's Madam C.J. Walker because she a bad bitch.
Okay.
And she know how to do hair. And then it's Martin Luther King. And then it's Kamala Harris. Cause like
there you go.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. What about Jesus Christ?
There you go. The Lord and Savior first, as always.
Cause not for real. Yeah, Jesus Christ, he was black. Yeah. So
always.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
He died for our sins.
That's the only one writing for you through thick and thin.
That's a fact. And who are the only people that need saving in America? We do. Don't nobody else need to be saved. Nothing but blacks and Hispanics. So I'm glad y'all know that Jesus Christ is a black man.
There you go.
Is it true the police commissioner's investigative squad is nicknamed the
pedophile? That's fire. Oh, I mean, that's hip hop. That's Israelite. That's hip hop. That's Israelite. Yeah, that might be in poor taste. What? A kid screaming to cover up pedophile? That's fire. Oh, I mean, that's hip hop. That's Israelite. Don't put that shit on Israelites. What? I'm just saying, Israelites. Nigga, you want them niggas on 125th to go crazy? That's not my niggas. Israelite. Shout out to Tazariak. Them niggas are bolder than me and blacker than they be down with some. Yo, if they would have pulled me to the Israelite meeting and said, yo, we going to the Super Bowl. We doing our mixtape joints. I'd been like, wait, what?
Even though I don't know you, I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he made man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
Most High Christ, Most High Christ. Shalom, Israel, shalom. I hope everybody doing good, man. We about to get it in. Black Watch in the house, America on fire. I am at the helm tonight, covering for Commander General YAHANNA, the hardest working man in Israel. I am General Mayaka'Allah, and I'm rolling with my road dog, the biblical scholar of Israel, General Hazayan, on deck in the house. You understand? We got Officer Mariah Noah's in the house, Officer Yediah. How's you can announce whoever else is in the building? General Haas, can y'all hear me? Oh man, let me give me 1 second. Can y'all hear me? How can you hear me, Haas? Oh man, I can't. You on mute, General Haas, if you could hear me. It looked like you on mute.
How about now, General? How about now?
I can hear you now. Con. I was going to say, let me know who else is in the building. I know Officer Mariah, Officer Yediah.
We got Officer Bad Hayat, Officer Mathumyad, all in the building, General, the crew.
Most High Christ. Get him a hand. Again, Commander General YAHANNA will be back, Lord will, next week. He'll be back next week. He good, Jay. He good. Commander General YAHANNA, okay. He just down this week, but he'll be back next week. You know he the hardest working man of Israel. He got to handle. We got 7 generals, and everything we handle, with all the handfuls of captains we got and all that they handle, he got to oversee all of it. You understand? So, you know, so he handling everything. I think General Mahayman, I think he'll be back next week too. He handling some business. So we going to hold it down tonight. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like we always do. Shout out to Captain Tazariak, man, with that video Maraj just played. I think, who was that? Joe Button. I think that wasn't that, I forget his name. The brother who shot it, Captain Tazariak out in the video, Lamont Hill, right? Wasn't that Lamont Hill?
I'm not sure.
Huh?
I'm not sure, sir.
Okay, no, I think that was Lamont Hill. You know what I mean? He used to be a regular on CNN, but he was a little too black, too controversial. You understand? So they booted him off. But he has shot it out, Captain Tazariak, personally. You understand? They all know about us. They know about them Israelites. They know about them cats on 1-2-5. The cat said it. I don't know the other two guys. That guy right there in the green, I think that's Lamont Hill. I think he's from Philly also with the Eagles jersey on. So we're going to get into it tonight, man. And we're going to be watching the comments, seeing what's up. Shout out to General Katham Gabar in the chat. Shout out to Shabar Azakia in the chat. Who else I see? Princess Nazam, Princess Nazam, Angel, Nadia Gardinez, Kayadawan, and Jay in the chat so far. It might be others, but I'll get to you. Shabbat, Ya Allah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. So where we gonna start, you die? Everybody, I know everybody ready for the Passover coming real soon. We up on it now. You know what I'm saying? We damn near here. I know a lot of you just waking up like, damn, it's Passover. Shout out to Sawap Ya Allah. You know what I'm saying? April 12th. April 12th is Passover, but we gonna be rocking from what? April 9th? I think our festivities start like April 9th, and we roll all the way to that Monday, whatever that is, the 14th or something. So we're going to be doing something every day. It's like a whole week. It's $200 per person, and your $200 cover all the festivities, including the Passover. I think that Friday night, which will be the 11th, we're going to have a black party, you know what I'm saying, and get it in like we do every year, man, which is food, drink, music, you know what I'm saying, brotherhood, sisterhood. That's the most important part. Hold your liquor now. If you know you can't hold the liquor right, don't embarrass yourself, because we know how to embarrass you back. You understand? We ain't going to tolerate no nonsense, but enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Christ drank a lot. He drank a lot to where they called him a drunk, but he wasn't no drunk. He drank a lot and he handled his liquor. You understand? And we could do the same thing. You could drink as much as you want. There's no law saying you got to drink this amount or this amount. But when we see you acting a fool and we see you coming out of the spirit and breaking protocol and acting like somebody who don't belong with the I.S.U.P.K, then we going to know that you are drinking too much. You understand? So hold yourself. Hold yourself. Damn right, Jay. He said the scriptures say he would have red eyes. You understand? Because he enjoyed himself some drink. Ain't no sin in it. It is a sin to smoke weed, though, and cigarettes and get high. You understand? But ain't no sin to drink liquor, and the scripture to drink the wine, and the scripture talk about strong drink. So what we gonna do, Yediah? What we got for tonight? Go ahead, Haas. Go ahead.
I'm gonna bring one thing out about what you're saying, just so everybody know. Our Shamar department already got the authority to put you out if you out here acting like an alcoholic and drunk. They're already aware about us. If they mark you being an alcoholic or drunk, you acting a fool, they will put you out of whatever you in.
Most High in Christ. I see you, Jay. You gave up that weed like a week ago. Just get strong, brother. Stay in these classes, learn these scriptures, start walking towards your officership, man. Get you a Hebrew name. Earn your Hebrew name, because that's what you got to do. And then you'll fight against weed to be even strong, because Satan don't stop. He going to come at you. He going to come at you stronger than before. And so you just got to be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from the people who you'll be around to bring them old demons around you. So just stay away from that. So, you know, we going to have a ball, man. We going to have a ball. So let's get it, Yediah, if y'all ain't have nothing else to say.
Khan, sir. He just went off. Taco Bell security guard caught on video slapping black woman, leaving bystanders shocked.
Right. And I'm assuming this security guard is a oppressor, right? And a colonizer, right?
Khan.
No sweat. Listen, they didn't got the green light. They didn't got the green light, so they ain't got to hold their racism in no more. They ain't got to hold their hatred in for us no more. They ain't got to hold it in no more. They got to exercise their right. And more times than not, even when they go to jail and even when they get charged, a little time go by, they get a little smack on the wrist for things they do to us. Keep a watch on these cases where white people hurt us. It's a case right now where the white man shot the young brother twice, who banged on his door, banged on the wrong door. 15-year-old black kid, knock on the wrong door. He didn't know he gonna get two bullets in his body. Edomite shot him twice, man, the head and in the arm, I believe, just for knocking on the wrong door. You understand? Now he in jail crying, talking about he's sorry, he admitting to it, and it was a mistake and all that there. He ain't gonna do no big time. Keep an eye out. I don't care. They might say some big time in the beginning, but keep an eye down the road in 8 months, 6 months, a year. You understand? He'll appeal or something will happen, and they'll reach a hand out, and they'll be to set this man free and not said nothing to nobody. You understand? Go ahead. What happened in this case?
Colonel Khan, sir. A white security guard at Taco Bell in downtown Los Angeles was filmed slapping a black woman in the face after she refused to leave the store, but it's unclear from the video why she was confronted. The brutal incident happened on February 9th when footage captures the woman stomping away from the uniformed guard and proceeding to place her order at the self-service kiosk. The security guard followed close behind, seizing the woman's arm. Just as she began touching the touchscreen, the woman yanked away, and that's when the officer squared up and slapped the woman across the face.
We got the video. We got the slap on video.
Pulling it up now, sir.
Okay, no sweat. Continue reading.
So
it sounds like it was something happened where the guard touched her, put hands on her, and she pulled away. Went to make her order, and he approached her again. Right?
Colonel Khan.
Read.
Colonel Khan. It says the sound of the man's palm striking the woman's face sent shockwaves through the dining room. Alejandro Sanchez, who witnessed the incident, said the woman was ordering food when the guard told her to leave, though it's not clear why. Taco Bell has not yet commented on the incident. The security guard was telling her to leave, and she didn't want to because she was ordering food. Alejandro Sanchez, who recorded the viral video, then he just went off and she started going crazy. He noted that the Taco Bell staff seemed more worried about him filming than the vicious actions by the guard.
Right, because of the lawsuits. You understand? Like these oppressors, man. They see security guard. First of all, they be dumb as a stick. They want to be cops, but they can't make it, so they end up being security guards. But they still feel like cops. You understand? They still think that they got the talent to be cops. And when it comes to confronting us, you know, it's like no hose barred. He would have never smacked a white woman, no matter what she do. You understand? The police wouldn't smack a white woman, no matter what they say or do. You understand? But they are allowed to assault us like this in the police force. They ain't gonna tell you that, you know. And we so dumb in the Christian church and believe in the lies of America and thinking everything is a mistake. Oh, they need to train him better. They need to train him better. They have been trained to do exactly what they do. They're assaulting you because that's what they've been trained to do. And now this little security guard, he know that this country is against blacks and Hispanics. He know we the prey in this land. So he know he can most likely get away with it with the smallest resistance that we do. He think he can he go out and all out assault our sisters, man. I bet his punk ass wouldn't have did it to a black man. I bet that. You understand? We got the video. Let's play it.
Hey, General, before we go into the video, right? You know, every state got laws on armed security or security, right? Unless there's a felony involved, meaning somebody's life is in danger, you are not supposed to be putting your hands on nobody.
Yeah.
You understand? Or unless you feel as though your life is in danger. If he stopped her, had her turn around, there's nothing really out here to say that he can smack her in the face.
Good.
What did she do to make you go for defending your life? And according to security, you have different things, especially if you armed security, that you can use besides your firearm. They got tasers, they got mace, they got batons, they got different things that you're supposed to get trained in to use in defense of your life before you put your hands on somebody. And these cats supposed to know that law.
Yeah.
If they went and got their card as an armed guard in whatever state you in, you're supposed to learn these laws and know these laws so you know when the situation happens, what you can do and what you can't do. It's like yourself.
Yeah, you know, and you know, I dabbled in the security field a while back, it was a while, but they had the same rules. Like we couldn't touch the people. You know, we damn near was the eyes and ears, the observers for the police. You understand? And even when we was armed guards, you know, it had to be, you know, you had to prove you needed to use that firearm. You understand? And that case, in those is valid cases in most situations. But again, when it come to us, let's see. This white security guard, somebody said he wasn't white, but you know, we'll see. Send us the proof. You understand? They say this security guard, he went off and hit a black woman because we the ones that he most likely could get away with. If there's anybody that he can get away with breaking that rule as a security guard, it would be when it comes to him harming a black, Hispanic, or a Native American Indian. Why is it that those three groups seem to be the one that always catch the short end of the stick? I wonder why it's these three groups that always seem to have the oppressor's boot put on them. Is these three groups that's always suffering the same atrocities and oppressions for some reason in this country, on this planet. On this hell, we go overseas and those same three groups end up getting harmed. I remember the brother went over to, where was he? Britain somewhere, and I forget, a group of British white men beat the hell out of this brother, man. You understand? Why those three groups? I wonder why these three groups are always the ones catching hell from different oppressors, from Esau to the Chinese, which is Moab in the Bible, to the Japanese, which is goddamn, what is it, Haas? Ammon in the Bible, from the Arabs, who are Ishmael in the Bible, to Ham, even Africans who are the Hamites of the Bible. All of those people seem to, when they come to brutalizing and oppressing somebody, it always happened to be these three groups. I wonder if these three groups could be the cursed people of the Bible. I wonder if these three groups could make up the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who God said would be a curse and everybody against them. When you read the Bible, and when you come into our school, we're going to read that Bible, and you're going to find out, yeah, Elam too, West Philly for life. They all seem to oppress and harm the same demographic. Why? Because we are the children of God. And this land is the land of Satan. You understand? The Bible proves that this land and this world right now we living in, this earth, belongs to Satan right now. It was given to him by the Most High. Romans 9th chapter. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked runs this planet right now, and America is their superpower. You understand? And it belongs to Satan. Satan told Christ about it when Christ was on that mount. Scriptures say he took Christ to a mount and showed him all the riches of the world and all the glory of the kingdoms of all the earth. Even though they was in Rome back then, he showed him the future also. Like, look, I rule all this. All this has been given to me. Satan told him, for it was given to me. It's mine because it was given to me. Who gave it to Satan? Our God did. The God of Israel gave it to him. Why? Because we broke the laws of our God. And he told us and warned us before he did it that if we broke his laws, that we would be cursed, man. And he would take away our power, and he'd hand it over to a nation that never loved us or can never loved us. And he let Satan rule this thing over them. Christ said, this is not my kingdom. Christ said it, but Christians don't get that. Christians don't get that. Religions don't get that. People outside of the I.S.U.P.K. don't understand that. This is not the place where we define rest, man. A lot of you Israelites, you think because we in this hell, Because we're not in our kingdom, you think you can relax. A lot of you think you can eat pork now because we ain't in the kingdom. We can't follow the laws because we ain't in the kingdom. So you done decided, I'm going to eat some pork now because we covered by grace. That's what Christians said. And that's why the Lord is destroying our people and allowing us to be destroyed. Because we're not supposed to eat pork now. The laws are still valid. You simpletons talking about because we ain't in the kingdom, we can't keep the laws. What law in America says you got to eat pork or you got to eat shrimp or crab? None of them. None of them. We under a curse, man. And spiritually, our oppressor knows that we under this curse. And they take advantage of us at every point, man. And that's why this everyday average white boy with a security jacket on thinks he can smack one of the daughters of Israel. He can smack us because he know even if he goes to court for it, you know, he could just get a smack on the wrist for this. He ain't gonna have no nigga giving him no mess. That's what make America great again means. Where you could, where a black or Hispanic can't run their mouth to you, or you could smack them in their damn face, man. That's what make America great again means. And he's feeling it. I'm sure he voted for Trump. I wish we could ask him. I'm sure he voted for Trump, General. Any more, Yediah?
Loud, sir. That's pretty much it, sir.
All right, let's go to the next story.
General, if I could, General, can we play this video?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, we didn't play it. Slacky, go ahead, Barakatah YAHAWAH, YAHUSHA, may the Most High, YAHWAH, by Hashem YAHUSHA, destroy that Edomite, anybody he love, all his babies, anybody that cares for him, man. Let the Lord bring this kingdom down, man. We've been here for a long time, and I know through the Lord's mercy, we deserved every minute of it, but we beg for more mercy, Lord, and for you to look at the I.S.U.P.K and what we're doing and see that we fighting and trying our best to serve you and stop these devils from harming us and bring this empire down. Amen. By Hashem Yahweh the water. Amen. Go ahead.
Damn right, sir. Go ahead, Marab, play the video.
But on Sunday, the incident has gone viral. Activists are calling for the guard's arrest, firing, and a meeting with Taco Bell CEO to address this. There you go, right there. That was a slap. The victim, believed to be homeless, is being looked for by has gone viral. Activists are calling for the guard.
In his mind, how dare she act like she want to swing at me and harm me? How dare she? She should be in chains. She lucky she even got her freedom in his mind. Because I done heard Edomite say in 2025 that, boy, we should be back in chains. That's how they feel. And Donald Trump letting them be free to feel it all the way. Salakia, go ahead, Howard. You can play the video.
Cut on one con, sir.
Activists are calling for the guard's arrest, firing, and a meeting with Taco Bell CEO to address this. There you go, right there. That was a slap. The victim, believed to be homeless, is being looked for by volunteers. Taco Bell has yet to issue a public statement. It's unclear what led to the altercation. There is a meeting to address this tonight. We'll tell you what happened at 10.
General, if I could,
go ahead.
Give me Ezekiel, the 13th chapter, brother.
In a righteous world, Haas, if we wasn't under this,
I'm sorry,
in a righteous world, if we wasn't under our oppressor, boy, if she could keep a man, well, her man should have came and rocked that devil's world, rocked his whole world. But in this kingdom, you can't even do that. You'll get punished worse for rocking his world than he'll get punished for smacking the sister. You got it, huh?
You know, they say, according to the law, like certain people got certain things. Like if you assault a security guard, a postal worker, somebody in the health field, of course the police, that's all felonies. You know what I mean? So that brothers be careful out there dealing with the situations. But
definitely.
I wanted to bring out a couple of scriptures, sir, to prove and to see why they feel strong enough to do what they're doing to us. All this goes back to your Christian leaders, the Christian pastors, these fake behind Israelites out here as well, because they not telling you the truth. If they tell you the truth, that means you want to put a gap in the hedge around you. Like how Jeremiah just brought out about if she had a man, then he'd have been there directing things, getting things together, and he'd have interjected and wouldn't let nothing happen to her. And be like, look, this is what's going on, something. And the cat probably wouldn't even try to do anything to him. But he felt emboldened to be able to do that because of what I'm going to bring out in these scriptures right here, if I could, sir. Give me the 13th chapter. You got it?
Khan, sir.
Read.
Ezekiel chapter 13, I'm going to start at verse 4, sir.
Go.
Oh, Israel, thy prophets are like the foxes in the desert.
Because you black, Hispanic, Native Indians, your so-called prophets are your leaders. They've always been leaders in Israel. They are like the foxes. The fox is very slick and it's hard to find. That's your Christian leaders and pastors. Because when things happen, you don't hear them bringing nothing out about it. If it ain't about money or fame, they're quiet. That's your leaders. You understand? They're like foxes in the what, brother?
Khan, in the desert.
Meaning the desert is hard to find them in the desert. Go ahead, brother.
Khan, verse 5. Ye have not gone up into the gaps, neither made up the hedge for the house.
When it says the gaps in the hedge, that's talking about protection. You know what I mean? The gaps is in the head. The head is protection to protect you from something. They're not protecting us from what's going on right here. That cat felt like that there because he know that we ain't got no hit. He know really there's no recourse to what's going to happen to me. Her people don't care about her. Your leaders don't really care about her. This video went viral. They should be talking about this video. Your so-called leaders should have been really out here trying to figure out what the hell going on. Why you keep doing that to us? They do that because they know that we don't have no protection. You know, we don't have no hedge protecting us. You know what I mean? Except for the I.S.U.P.K. Read.
Damn right. If I can, at University of Pennsylvania today, they still having protests for Palestine. But all the things that happen to us, ain't nobody protesting for us. Like General Howe's bringing out, we ain't really got no hedge, no real leadership. You know what I'm saying? Nobody that's really standing for us. There should be protests in every college all the time for blacks and Hispanics because of the things like this that's happening every week to us. You got it, Howard.
Yes, sir. Come on. Continue reading, brother.
Come. For the house of Israel to stand in the battle.
We in the battle right now. If you think we not in the battle, you need to really re-examine yourself. You see what's going on. See how you have your president getting office and he's trying to enact all kinds of things against you and hiding behind just the so-called Mexicans, but it's towards all the 12 tribes, nation of Israel. And if you ask yourself why these things are going on, you don't know why they're going on because you ain't been taught right. You ain't been shown who's who on the stage of this earth. You ain't been told all those things, man. There's 18 nations on this earth. That's it. And right now, we are spiritually at war. And the Bible says we're going to be at war with them, man. Give me Genesis 25th chapter by Esau and Jacob. So-called black, Hispanic, Native Indians, you come from the seed of a man named Jacob. You understand me? And if you are oppressor, no matter if he's Russian, German, British, whatever, they all come from a man named Esau in the Bible. And we're going to tell you what happened between them two biblically that's still going on to this day. You understand me? Biblically, that's still going on to this day. You got that for me, brother?
Khan, sir.
Read.
Khan, the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 22.
Come on.
And the children struggled together.
Now, these are the woman, she couldn't get pregnant for a while. She finally got pregnant, and she asked the Most High, what's going on inside my womb? Why are these things happening? What's this struggle going on? And the Lord going to explain to her what's going on. Go ahead.
Khan, within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Mm-hmm.
And she went to inquire of the Lord.
She did that because she knew for a long time. Let me tell y'all something. Back during this time, there was no contraceptives, no condoms, no morning after pill. So when you dealing with a man, that man's sperm going inside of you, and she wasn't getting pregnant, and she kind of like what's going on? And finally, when she do get pregnant, now here comes the problem. So she asked the Most High, Lord, I couldn't get pregnant for a while. Now I am pregnant. Lord, what's going on? Here's the answer. Go ahead.
God. The Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
He said 2 what?
2 nations.
Why did the Lord say that? When it says nation, it's letting her know these babies have 2 different distinct characteristics. 2 nations. Go ahead.
Khan, are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people.
2 what?
2 manner of people.
Go ahead.
Shall be separated.
Meaning, when it says man, that's going more into the characteristics. Because one going to act one way, the other going to act another way. You understand me? That's your characteristics. Go ahead.
Khan, from thy bowels.
Right. From thy bowels. Meaning what? But she had these babies, man. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And say it again, brother.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Let me tell you something, man. They know who's the stronger physically more than them and mentally. When you give us an equal playing field, we always excel, and they don't like that. You understand me? I remember one time going to the gym, a cat asked me, he said, man, listen, man, I got some D-ball and some A-ball. For those who don't know what that is in the gym world, that's Dianabol and Anabol, steroids. He wanted to give me some. He said he take it all the time. He's like, I ain't got that natural strength like you got, man, like blacks. And I knew that. I already knew what he was saying. I turned it down, of course, but that's just what they know. You understand me? Our physical prowess, our mental prowess. When we're on the same equal playing field, we smoke them in everything we're doing. And they know it. Read.
YAHUWAH, sir. And the elder shall serve the younger.
The what?
The elder shall serve the younger.
The oldest baby coming out was supposed to serve the youngest baby coming out. That's biblical prophecy. And now, by knowing this, now you know why she did what she did with Jacob. When she put the hairy skin on top of him. She had to. The Lord was telling her what she had to do. It wasn't that she was trying to be evil. She was following what the Lord said follow. Go ahead, brother. Finish reading.
YAHUWAH, verse 29. It's like verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled,
go ahead.
Behold, there were twins in her womb.
Go ahead.
And the first came out red.
Say again.
And the first came out red.
What color was he?
Red.
Red. What? Keep on.
All over.
Go ahead.
Like a hairy garment.
Who does that describe, y'all? You be honest with yourself. Stop with the games and the fairy tales. When it says red all over like a hairy garment, who does that describe? There's only one people on earth that's like that, and that's your oppressor. Go ahead.
YAHUWAH, sir. YAHUWAH. And they called his name Esau.
Go ahead.
And after that, his brother came out,
mm-hmm.
and his hand took hold on Esau's heel.
Let you know about the struggle they had. And why did they describe Jacob? You tell me why. Because Jacob didn't come out like Esau. They described him because he looked different than everybody else. Everybody know back during that time, people had color back during that time. And doing them in the Middle East. They were black people. They were people with color. This cat came out totally different, which is why he got described. But see, you don't know that because you ain't being taught. Your leaders that you are following in the Christian church, they are obsessed with money and power from the oppressor. And they know if they teach these things, that money going to disappear, and so that power going to disappear. And that's all they care about. They don't care about you. They don't care about telling you the truth. If we knew the truth, these things would not be going on. Let me tell you something about the God of the Bible, man. The God of the Bible says, if you come back and follow me, he said, your enemies are going to be my enemies. You understand me? You know how powerful that is? He ain't the God of these other nations where you got to do certain things to please that God. Nah. The God of Israel said, my enemy, your enemies are going to be my enemies. All we got to do now is come back and serve him and do the things he say do. You understand me? Follow the laws. He say follow Purim coming up, y'all. We got to celebrate Purim. All of y'all want to celebrate President's Day. No, celebrate Purim. Celebrate Passover, Hanukkah. Those are the days the Lord says celebrate, man. Stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, all them evil things that our oppressor gives us, but do what the Lord say do, man. Slocky, so that's it, John. I'm going to stop.
No sweat, no sweat. You die if y'all can give me Genesis, give me Genesis 4. Haas is bringing out his heavy. And that devil, he smacked that woman, and Donald Trump allowed to ignite all the racist white boys in America, and they allowed to do the things that they're doing because they was given that power. You understand? They once again, like we brought out earlier, this is Satan's kingdom, and the white man is the spiritual counterpart to Satan. That's his right hand. Just like we, the right hand of Christ, YAHUSHA, the Edomite, the white man is the right hand, is the strong hand to Satan. You understand? And I'm gonna read you something about Cain, one of Cain's grandsons. Cain was the murderer of the earth in the beginning, and the Lord punished him with a mark showing that blood is on his hand. Punished him with a mark so when everybody see him, they would know blood is on his hand. Now, when Esau was born, he embodied that demon that was in Cain, you understand, who murdered his brother. And Cain had a son eventually named Methuselah. And Methuselah had another son, and then eventually they had a man named Lamech. And we're going to read about one of Cain's grandsons, Lamech. Genesis was 4 and started 23.
Khan, sir, the book of Genesis, chapter 4, and verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives,
just to piggyback off of Haas bringing out about Esau. Esau developed when he was born with the spirit of the murderer, the first murderer of his brother that's in this Bible, Cain. Go ahead.
Khan, sir. If Cain, it's like the book of Genesis, chapter 4, and verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives, Adah and Zillah.
So now remember, this is at a time, Cain was kicked out of the garden. Cain had to leave the garden, and he went and found himself a wife. Proven, but it's a whole nother topic, that Adam and Eve wasn't the only people on this earth. There was other people on the earth all around the garden. So Cain went out, and dummies like to say, well, Adam must have had a daughter. He married his sister. He married his stupid, dumb Christians and you religious dodos who don't know the Bible. Cain was kicked out of the garden, left his family under Adam and Eve, and he went and found himself a woman of one of the other nations that was on the earth at that time, outside of Adam and Eve. Read. And so his wives, and he found many of them. Lamech, this Cain's grandson. Cain found several wives. This is grandson. He found several wives also. And he said to his wives, what?
Khan, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my wounding and a young man to my hurt.
He called his wives in fear. He said, listen to me, baby, listen to me. I've killed a man. I've killed a man to my wounding, meaning I've killed a man and it's going to come back on me. This thing going to come back on me once it's known. Go ahead.
Khan, if Cain shall be avenged sevenfold.
No, you skipped. Slocky. Read it again. I have slain.
Khan, sir. For I have slain a man to my wounding.
Like I done killed a man and it's going to eventually come back on me. Go ahead.
Khan, and a young man to my hurt.
And he was young. He was young. I didn't have to do that. He wasn't even no full-grown man. He was young and I killed him. Read.
Khan, if Cain shall be avenged sevenfold.
Then he had then he remembered. Then he remembered a light bulb came on. He said, wait a minute. Records show that, the Lord said nobody is to touch Cain, or it's going to be put back on them. It's going to be avenged on them sevenfold if they touch Cain. Well, I'm Cain's grandson. I carry Cain's blood. He remembered. And he said, if Cain shall be avenged sevenfold, go ahead.
Khan, truly Lamech 70 and sevenfold.
He said, truly, I'm going to be avenged 70 and 70-fold. So I ain't got to worry about this. I'm the grandson of Cain. I ain't got to worry about this. He was turned on now, you understand, with full confidence on doing any evil he wanted to do. That's what Donald Trump. I kind of wonder does Donald Trump embody the spirit of Esau, Cain himself? You understand? Because he is as dumb as he is. He know how to ignite these devils, man.
Yeah,
he know how to ignite them. You understand? So we know that spiritually and biblically, they was given the authority. They was given, the Lord said Esau gonna live by the sword. You understand? And that's what he does. He don't get his power from being smarter than you, black and Hispanic man, Native American man. He ain't smarter than you. Hasden bought out, the Lord said that was going to be two manner of people, meaning two totally different mannerisms, two different spirits and vibes. Their vibe is nothing like ours. I was just watching, what I was watching. It was something where the brother was dancing and a white girl came out the audience and was trying to catch up and do the dances he doing. And she tried so hard that a sister had to jump up on stage and start dancing with the brother. And they was grooving. Like it for about 2 minutes, the Edomite trying to catch up and do what the brother doing, but she just couldn't do it. She's from a whole different, another mannerism of people. The sister had to get up and her and the brother start flowing because the Edomite looked and you saw her face. She said, oh, and threw her hands up and got off the damn stage like she should have, because they a whole nother type of people that we do. They handle things different. They can go into a business office and drink coffee all day and be wired up and snort a few lines of cocaine and love their job. And it's time for them to get off and they want to do a few more hours and they love it. Black people, we watching the clock 2 hours into the shift. 6 more hours to go. We watching the clock. Can't stand it. We sick of all this goddamn free coffee. We sick of it. And we surely ain't doing no overtime. We surely, when the clock strike, get 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, get off time, we out. Hell, we dressed and ready to sign off an hour before it's our time. Like they got a totally different spirit from us. 2 manner of people shall be separated. And the scripture in Genesis also said one was going to be stronger than the other, what General Hodge just brought out a second ago. We are a stronger people than them. So they not ruling over us. Don't make no mistake that they better than us. That's why Hodge said we fighting to try to look like them and dress like them and eat what they, well, Slocky, I think Yediah brought this out in class tonight. Good class too, Yediah. Like we trying to eat what they eat and dress like them and do the things that they do when they are not better than us, man. They only make you think they better than us because we serving out a curse right now and they own all the money and all the guns. And they live a life of the one with the most guns and the most brutal military strength are the ones that should be in power. That's how they feel. That's why Donald Trump could say what he say. We're going to make Canada the 51st state. Who cares what they think? That's why he could say, you know what, now it's the Gulf of America. Who cares what anybody think? That's why he said out his mouth, sitting right next to the president of Jordan. You know what I'm saying? He said, yeah, Jordan's on the boat with us and they're going to, we're going to take Gaza. They said, well, how much you going to pay? He said, we ain't going to pay a thing. We just going to have it. We're going to have it. It's going to be ours. We're going to make it better. And there's nothing nobody can do about it. He said that and he made it because ain't no military can beat America's military. So if he just has it and takes it and decides to kick the Palestinians out, you understand, whatever. They can go to war and fight and he'll give Israel the authority to slaughter them and drop so many bombs and to get rid of them, all of them, you understand, and nothing nobody gonna do about it because they got guns. America got one thing that he don't put no type of slowing down on is his collection of guns and his, and his having all the weapons and all the guns. He don't slow that down because they know that's how they keep power. You understand? And we told you a long time ago. Now y'all seeing it, but you don't believe it. Y'all don't think the things of the past can happen now because we in modern times, huh? You think we in modern times? You ever heard of whitewashing? You ever heard of the Renaissance period? Trump doing it right now. What do you think it is? We're going to call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America now. You know what? Forget Greenland. We're going to call it red, white, and blueland. You know what? We're going to do all these. We're going to stop DEA and get rid of all this black history. Why? Because they're going to create their own history. We living in a whitewashing right now. We living in it. We living in it. You understand? And you thought it couldn't happen. Negroes tell, I'd never be a slave. I'd never pick no cotton. Yeah. They send ICE after your ass. You run into, or you'll be on a military plane headed to Guatemala and you ain't never been there. Wondering what the hell? I'm just light skinned because they mistake you for, a Guatemalan and put you on a plane and get you out of here. You gonna say something, huh? Salaki?
No, I'm sorry.
No sweat. So that's what LEXX said, man. And that's why that white security guard think he could smack a sister and get away with it, because in their spirit, they know they the children of Cain. And just like LEXX said, who was Cain's grandson, he said, well, if God said don't touch Cain, or you'll be avenged, or he'll be avenged sevenfold, surely I'm his grandson, I'm gonna be avenged 7 times 70-fold, man. And now these modern day Edomites in 2025, they know that blacks and Hispanics ain't got no military, no power. We ain't got no country that'll come over here and stand for us and demand, that them to stop hurting us. We don't have no leadership. Our leadership have been them shucking, jiving pastors in the church. You understand? And they are good for nothing. They worth 2 dead flies smashed. That's what they worth in the church, man. To lead us, our black politicians, they ain't worth a goddamn thing, man. They ain't worth a goddamn thing, and we under a curse. We got no power. The I.S.U.P.K, boy, if the Lord could switch some power over to us and give us some power where we can make some real moves, we'll shake the earth. We'll shake the earth. Hell, we poor. We don't get no government grants and all that. They always talking about 501c3. Well, give us some goddamn money if that's what we're supposed to get. 501c3. We get our money from each other. All of our members come together and we pay the Lord's tithes, like he said, because that's how you run a government. And with those tithes and donations, that's how we run these schools. That's how we run the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? But we ain't got power like Donald Trump to go to court over and over again until the judges get tired and just side with him. We ain't got them Donald Trump funds. We ain't got money like Elon Musk and all the rest of them billionaires that Trump then put himself around. Trump is the damn, he like the Joker, Goblin, and the Penguin, more like the Penguin. He just a criminal himself that you just can't get. He done beat everything, and now he done got the criminals in America to vote him in, and now the criminals running America. Criminals running America. And you wonder why he's so close to Putin, because he loves that type. He is that type. Hell, y'all don't know that Trump's father was a German and his grandfather was a German. And he descends from like German and Hungary. That's where his lineage comes from. His father used to take him to Ku Klux Klan rallies, and his grandfather. That's the man that's running America now. Don't be surprised that he wants to get rid of black history out of your schools.
Right.
And they want to put church in your schools. That just means they want to teach the schools and all our children about white Jesus and a white God and what the Roman Catholic Church teaches. That's what he does. They are ruling this earth. Ain't nothing you could do about it, except there's only one thing you could do. Join the I.S.U.P.K. and get the Most High God to put his protection around you. And then you'll be protected from these people. Even though we in this curse, you know, us in the I.S.U.P.K., we live a pretty good life. We live a pretty good criminal-free life. We live a pretty good court-free life in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? And I never thought I'd see it. I never thought, you know, I'd be in this ghetto and in the streets that I grew up on and not suffer the things my people suffer. And it's sad to see because, you know, sometimes I get an insight on some of these households. It's horrible in these black and Hispanic households, man. It's hell up in there. We got a story tonight, man, about a sister who was trying to get shelter for her and her kids, her and her family, even a grandparent or something. Had to live in a cold-ass car. She trying to sign up and fill out applications for shelter and all that for the kids, and nobody came through for her on time. Lord willing, we get to that story. You understand? So was we done on this story with the security guard?
Sir. That was
I know I've been doing a lot of talking. Did y'all want to say anything?
I'm Twab, sir.
All right, let's get it, Yadai.
Khan, sir. Khan one Khan. Slovakia.
Shout out to Makwalat, IG Loyal, YAHUAH, Big Jude, Black Authentic Truth.
Khan.
Go ahead.
Slovakia.
Go ahead.
Khan, sir. Black man mauled by police dog as he stood outside his home observing arrest has finally has charges dismissed as cop remains on force.
Look at that. Another story. Y'all done heard it all before. It's damn near like you want to get tired and not even talk about these things no more. Like we used to it now. We just desensitized. Once again, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. You understand? The earth was given to them. They are in power right now. They in power right now. And now I bet I bet this brother was innocent. He was mauled by a police dog, and the cop is still on the force. Let's see what happened here.
Khan, sir. It says like a scene out of Selma or Birmingham in the 1960s. Alabama police officers attacked a black man on his own property, allowing a canine to maul him for a non-crime of observing police activity in his neighborhood.
So something happened with the police. He's in front of his own damn house, watching the police, watching what's going on, and for some reason, this police decided to let his police dog attack this brother, and they saying let him maul him, meaning the dog attacked the brother, and the cop just watched as the dog mauled him and bit him up, man. And they bring up the 1960s Selma because that's what they used to do to us. That's what they used to do to us. And for a minute, they had to at least pretend that they wasn't as racist as they are. But now, of course, Donald Trump and his team of Nazis. Once again, we told you a long time ago that America is turning into Nazi America, man. Nazi German America. And we told you soon they're going to require papers now. And they're already saying that about the Hispanics. They're going to have to carry papers showing where they work and who their boss is, who their master is. They're going to have to show them papers and prove it, or ICE going to put them on a plane and send them over to Guatemala or some other country in South America or Mexico or somewhere. You understand? They're going to have to show their papers. And black people, you think it can't happen to you. They already talking about GAD. They already talking about GAD ain't no real Americans. And they got their eyes set on GAD. I'm going to probably, and GAD is the Native American Indians, by the way. They trying to come up with some divisive way to try to attack GAD and claim he's not a citizen. Now, where they going to send GAD? Where they going to send GAD? When those bastards, just the immigrants, came over here from Europe and colonized this place, man. I watched a movie showing how when they was taking over America and colonizing America, you had the Mormons under that John Smith, and he had Brigham Young was one of the generals in the army. Brigham Young, he was a Mormon. They claimed Utah to be themselves, and they was killing all the Mexicans, all the Gadites. They was even killing the colonizers from Europe that was coming over to Utah without his permission, because he claimed Utah was his. And lying. They was lying. They would put hoods on and murder other white people also, and just blame it on GAD, blame it on the Native Indians, man. They would blame it on them, but somebody would tell, and it would get out that they did it. Now it's an all-out war, a white-on-white crime. That never stops. Nobody talks about it, but that never stops. White-on-white crime. It's just that they all come together in one to oppress GAD, the Native Indians or blacks or Hispanics. You understand? So now this cop, so now I say all that to say this place ain't never changed. It's 2025, and it's still just as evil as it was when they was colonizing America. It's still just as evil as it was in the 60s when the police dogs was being sicked on us and water hoses was being sprayed on us. 2025 ain't no different. The only people think that we in a different time is you brainwash Christians, man. You brainwash Christians to think you America. I love America. This is my country too. I can't believe that racism still exists in 2025. Well, where the hell you been? If you can't believe that racism still exists in 2025, where was you in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024? Where you been all these years? Because I don't remember a year that it stopped. If you remember a year that it stopped, please inform me. Because I don't remember one. You understand? Salah, go ahead, Haas.
If I could, so the first place I ever in my life experienced racism was the 9th grade at a Catholic high school in Philadelphia.
How did I know you?
I didn't really know what it was until I got to 9th grade in West Catholic High School in Philadelphia and West Philly, when they was busing them Italian cats from South Philly to West Catholic, and they gave them everything from sports to the academics. And they was inept. They wasn't as good as us, but it didn't matter. Them brothers that was teaching them classes in West Catholic gave them everything. That was my first ever experience with it, sir, in high school.
Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. It took me, when I first came into the truth, I reflected on when I was in Catholic school, Haas, and I realized there was a lot of racism going on even back then. You know what I'm saying? From them nuns, them white women stealing the names of the disciples, number one, which pissed me off. This is years later. When I came into the truth, I was pissed off from when I was in the 5th grade. You understand? So all the other stuff they did to black kids in them schools, pinching of the cheeks, hitting with rulers and all that, the violence that they did to black kids in them schools back then. You understand?
If I could, General, can I pull the scripture real quick?
Yes, go ahead.
Lamentations 4:17, which I got to realize, and the reason why we press this issue the way it is, because you got to learn, understand what the Bible is trying to tell you, and we'll be telling you in the I.S.U.P.K. Like, these things going on, like you putting your trust in a man that don't really care about you. And the Lord spoke about it in the scriptures. And we're going to break it down for you right now. Lamentations 4, verse 17 and verse 18. Read for me, Yediah.
Sir. The book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17. As for us,
Who's us? Us is talking about you black, you so-called black Hispanic Native Indians. You are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You are God's chosen people. Read.
Colonel Wakan, sir. As for us, our eyes has yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Our eyes failed because we're looking for a man to save us that ain't saving us, man. When you see the police, you're supposed to feel, okay, I see them, I see safety. I see some man who's going to take care and do right by me because he has that badge on. He took an oath to protect the public. You understand me? He took an oath to do the right thing. So you see him, you're supposed to see safety. But instead, your eyes are going to fail because you see what you're supposed to see, but instead, you see a man that's vicious against you. You understand me? Somebody who broke his oath when he took that office. Somebody who's doing things that's criminally against you, man. If a man is making a comment about an arrest, that don't give you the right to be physical against him or to stick a dog on him. And let that dog maul that man. That's your eyes failing. The nation ain't helping you. It ain't doing right by you. And if you think what we're saying is wrong, you look across this land called America, everybody know what we're saying is true. You go overseas, everybody talk about how the cops treat black people, Hispanic Native Indians. It's well talked about, it's well versed. We ain't saying nothing that's strange. Read.
Colonel Wakan, verse 18. They hunt our steps.
They do what?
They hunt our steps.
You can't say that's wrong because they do. They do hunt your steps. No matter where you go, they hunt your steps. You can be outside your house watching something and you want to tape it. Now you the hunter. Now you being hunted for that. That man was hunted. Like they hunted the slaves back in the day. They used them coon dogs. They used the same kind of coon dog on him that time right there. Go ahead.
Khan, that we cannot go in our streets.
He couldn't even go in the street, man. He wasn't in the street. He was in his own house property, his yard. He get attacked by the dog. He wasn't even in the street. Go ahead.
Khan, our end is near.
Go ahead. I will stop right there, brother. You understand? That's what's going on here. Stocky, sir.
No sweat. Read the story, Yadiah. Or what? We got a video?
So we do have video.
Okay, read a little bit of the story to explain what happened.
Khan, sir. It says, bite him. Good, said the sheriff police officer, Nick Reisner, who was holding the dog by its collar as it was encouraged to maul the defenseless black man while other cops yelled, stop resisting.
So he didn't just watch. He told the dog, get him, bite him, bite that nigger, bite that nigger. And they said, while the other police did what?
Yelled, stop resisting.
Oh my God, they love that. Stop resisting just makes our abuse and death and murder okay. Because they say those words and they talk to say those words, whatever they doing. And I don't know if y'all noticed yet, we've been telling you for years, they also try to block you filming their camera. That's why all them police stand around when they whooping our ass on the ground. The other police that come, they make a line, a barrier, a circle around them while they beating us, so you can't get no clear footage because they could say in court to the racist judge, look, you can't really see the film, so you got to go by what we say. And that's just that. You can't really see it. It's obvious they whooping our ass. That's what the cameras were started for, because we wanted some video. The camera don't lie. But of course, white people can lie on the camera, and the white racist judge will accept it. You understand? It's just the system we living under. You understand? All of them work together. You understand? So he's sicking the dog on the cop. Does it say what he said, what the brother was doing? I know they say he was just observing something that was going on, but do they say what happened before he sicked the dog on him?
Lie, sir. He was just standing there, sir.
Okay, he just standing there. So I thought because this story, is this brand new? When did this happen?
It happened.
The brother made a comment or something. No?
Khan, sir.
It's probably a whole nother story where a brother, he just made a comment while they was doing some arresting and all that, and the cop got mad and attacked him. That might be a whole nother story. But go ahead. What happened in this one?
Comic-Con says body camera footage shows Marvin Eugene Long, 53 years old, was not resisting as he pleaded for the cops to stop abusing him during the 2021 arrest. I ain't doing nothing, he cried. Bro, I give up. Come on, I live here.
Go ahead.
Long, a disabled 53, a disabled military veteran, was charged with 2 misdemeanors, resisting arrest and obstruction, which are commonly known as contempt of cop charges used by cops to punish citizens who may question their authority.
Right, used by cops to punish citizens. Even if it ain't true, they'll still use it to punish a black and Hispanic. Go ahead with the video.
You must be for fucking stupid. What's going on, man? What's up? Help! 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 Help!
Like we the only ones gotta call for help when the police are handling us.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing anything. Bayern! Come on, stop, man. Stop. Stop. I got no courage.
We're resisting. We're resisting.
Bro, I give up. Come on, man.
I got no courage.
Yes, I live here. This is my home, man. Come on, bro. Lay down. Come on, bro. Come on, man. I live here. Get the fuck. Get down. I'm down. I'm down, bro. I'm down. I'm down. I'm down.
Moments earlier.
Who's this guy? Hey, you can leave. Get away from my car. Yeah. You want to go to jail? Obstructing. So go on.
Go on. He should have known he was a bubba.
I don't.
You forget about the laws, right? I got laws. That's right.
See ya.
See you. Keep rocks, motherfucker.
Oh, and that's somebody else, right? Because they putting the brother in the car. That's it. That's all we need on the video. Like, that's ridiculous, man. This man on his home, on his porch, man. And they come over and treat him like that and beat him, sicking the dog on him, stomping him, pushing it, punching him. You understand? Like, these people are murderous, man. These people are murderous for no reason. For no goddamn reason. You're right. The white man is the damn devil, Makwalat. You understand? Pulled him out of his own house. And he's telling him, I'm good. I ain't resisting. It's all right. All right. All right. What you doing? You understand? And they don't give a damn. They just do what they want.
Yes, sir.
They do what they want. Was that it on that? Let me get one scripture also. Haas got a good scripture. Let me get Isaiah 47:6.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? And it might feel like we in a losing battle. But again, understanding these things can give you peace of mind. Understanding why it happened. It happened because we disobeyed our God, our ancestors, man. And the Lord told him he would punish them and their children. We are the children of the people that disobeyed God. And we got to live the punishments that our forefathers did. Why? Because ultimately and spiritually, we are those grandparents that disobeyed God. We the ones who did it. We are them back in reincarnation. We are them. You understand? And we got to pay for the crimes that we did back then. Thanks be to God, we are at the end of that punishment, man. And he showed us the way out, which is following and standing with his king, a superman, a super black man named YAHUSHA. You understand? We roll with him and we obey him and we follow in his steps and obeying the Most High. And we represent him on this earth, man. And we do it well. We don't compromise. Ain't nothing our oppressor can give us. Ain't nothing that you sellouts to our oppressors can give us. Ain't no way you can convince us. The FBI can't send no spies in here and start crime The CIA can't send no spies in here to start crime, because once you start talking about ways that fall outside of our protocols and what we established, we looking at you sideways anyway.
That's
So
right.
Don't come up here and expose yourself. Talking about maybe we should just sell weed to white people. You think we gonna say, you know what? You know what? Maybe that's a good idea. No. Now we gonna look at you like, oh shit. Tell your handlers we ain't doing it. Tell your handlers ain't no way you could make us criminals. You understand? Go tell that. We didn't have brothers tell us, you know, that the FBI done stepped to them and hired them to watch us. They admitted it to us and told us. You understand? Because they came in here and found out that ain't no way they could make us criminals, for sure. And they found out ain't no way they could prosper in here as a criminal. And so they said, well, damn, I told the FBI that certain things I can't do unless I get permission from my generals. That's what he had to go back and tell his handlers. There's certain things they wanted him to do. He couldn't do it unless he get permission from the generals. So the FBI knows the generals well. You understand? And if you in our school, they know you. Don't be scared. We don't promote crime. Long as you ain't no criminal, then they ain't got nothing to come at you for. You understand? And we believe in lawyers and we believe in courts, because that's how you beat them. You understand? So that was horrible what they did to that brother, man. But the big payback is coming back, man. Like, what's the brother name? Did the payback as a dog? We got an Israelite brother, I think from Houston. Yaradan? Is he from Houston?
Yaradan.
Chicago, sir.
Chicago.
From Chicago, Salakia. He got that song Payback as a Dog, because that's what they're going to get, man. It's going to be the big payback on their ass, for sure. Read that scripture I called, Yedaya.
Honorable Consul, the book of Isaiah, chapter 47, verse 6. I was wroth with my people.
Like God was pissed off at us. Why? Because he told Moses to tell us back in the book of Deuteronomy to obey him, man. Obey, observe, and do all that I command. And if you do it, you'll be blessed, man. Your land to be blessed. Your grass will produce. Your crops will grow. Your animals going to produce. You're going to live in a land of milk and honey, man. You ain't going to know what it is to work hard. You ain't going to know what it is to sweat on your brow. Our women ain't going to have to break their backs at no slavery, man. Brothers ain't going to have to break their backs at no slavery, missing raising our kids. Got to hire people to raise our kids, which make us have to work more hours to pay the people watching our kids. It's like a never-ending circle of hell. The Lord warned us that we ain't going to see none of that if we would have obeyed and observed him. He said that in Deuteronomy 68. You understand? He was, but we broke the rules, man. When you jump down to 15, he said, if you don't observe and do what I say, curses would be upon you, man. Curses will come upon you. We would know what it is to be away from our kids, man, and want our kids and can't have them. We would know how it is to work for something and have it taken away from us. We would know how it is to work hard under an oppressor. We would know how it is to long to be with our spouse and can't be with them. We would know what it is to live in a hell. That's what the Lord told us, and now we live in it. We piss God off by disobeying him and worshiping other gods, man, and basically cheating on our God after all he did for us. And he came down on us, brother, with hell and fury. He was angry with us. Read it again, Yedaya.
Honorable Khan, sir, I was wroth with my people.
He was pissed off at Israel. 12 tribes. Go ahead.
Honorable Khan, I have polluted mine inheritance.
How did God pollute us? We are his inheritance. How did he pollute us? Again, he warned us in Deuteronomy through Moses that he would pollute us if we disobeyed him. And he went and polluted us. How? Go ahead.
Honorable Khan, and given them into thy hand.
That's how he polluted the Israelites, by giving us into the hand of the worst monster and beast that was ever born into this earth, the so-called Edomite. Excuse me, the Edomite, the so-called white man. Ain't nobody more dastardly than him. Every villain movie you can think of. Remember the cartoon? You had Dastardly, I forget his name, Dastardly something. He used to twist that mustache, Haas. You remember? He used to twist his mustache, going, and twist his mustache. That's the white man. That's every villain in every movie. He's the Penguin. He's Joker. You know what I'm saying? He turning America into Gotham right now with all them criminals that's in his cabinet. Get roll with him. They don't care if they killing animals and doing all type of crime and weird stuff. Trump then got all his cohorts out of jail because he could. He didn't put people on the Supreme Court to say, listen, you can't even arrest the president even if he puts a hit out on his opponent. You can't even arrest him for decisions he make while he's president. That's why he ain't sweating nothing. You don't even hear Trump much. He got them old cohorts, all them humpback assistants he got. Like Dracula got an assistant, Frankenstein had an assistant. He got all his assistants to go do all his dirty work. Elon Musk and all them, all the rest of them. The J.D. Vance and all them that's working for him, man. RFK and all the ghouls he got working for him. He got Dastardly Dan. So what I'm under the bar. He used to twitch that mustache, Dastardly Dan. Devising all his evil, man. That's America we living in right now. That's the America. It's every villain on earth, all the minions, Jay. You right. You know what I'm saying? That work with Trump. That's what he doing. Why are we under their foot? Because we pissed the Most High off, man. We made the Most High mad. And he gave us into their hands. Read.
Kana Wakan.
And the Lord is talking to them right here. Go ahead.
Kana Wakan. Thou didst show them no mercy.
The Lord telling these ghouls, these monsters, these dastardly Daniels, dastardly Dans, he telling them all, y'all, you showed them no mercy. I gave them into your hand. They pissed me off. Yeah, they did. But that don't mean you could beat their ass like that. They pissed me off. I put them in your hand. And you bastard, you evil thing. Ooh, but listen, the Lord created him, and the Lord knew he was creating something evil. That's why when the Lord brings justice on them, it's going to be so right. The rest of the world going to stand back and say, ooh, look what he did to America. Look what the God of Israel did. Look at the scriptures say they're going to see the smoke all the way from their countries from the Lord handling America, man. And they're going to say, ooh, the chill going to go up their spine. Like, damn, like, look what the God of Israel did with America. I can't believe it. And they're going to deserve every bit of it. Half of them going to think, was the Lord too harsh on how he did them? Because he did them rough. No, they're going to deserve every bit of it, man, because he showed us no mercy. He showed us no mercy. Like General Muhammad always said, these people that rule over us, they are sore winners. And that's worse than a sore loser, man. A sore loser is one thing. He lost, he pissed off. He coming at you all the time because he lost. But this bastard is winning. It has always been winning. And he's the oppressor. He's in charge, and he still is a sore winner. He's a sore winner because he still does stuff like this with these police, man, and how they treat us and taking away a DEI. Don't you know one of your Supreme Court justices, he's a Supreme Court justice because of DEI. How you think a black man gets to sit on the Supreme Court? Because of DEI. And now you take it away? And now you take it away. And a lot of you dumb hillbilly bubba white people who love Trump and supported for him and wearing his red hats, a lot of you starting to feel his dumbness. You didn't realize that he was going to be so dumb that he cut your money off too. You ain't realized that. Why? Because you dumb as shit. That's why. You dumb, and you voted for some dummy to run you and be your president. And now your dumb president that you voted for, now he cutting your dumbass money off too. You thought he was just going to cut black people's money off. Now you suffering. Your dad got a story about it. One story out of many. I done heard about a lot of them, man. He cutting your dumb money off. Cutting the money off on your farms. Cutting you getting laid off. And you didn't expect that part. You didn't expect that part. The Lord said you showed us no mercy. Go ahead.
Kana Wakan, sir. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavenly laid thy yoke.
Right. Like we are peoples from an ancient royal lineage, man. We them Israelites in the Bible that stood with Moses. You understand? That walked with King David. You understand? That walked with Solomon. We them Israelites that stood with Ezekiel, Isaiah, Zephaniah. We them Israelites that stood with the Maccabees, man. and fought the Greeks. We them Israelites, man, that went into Rome and heard the teachings of Jesus Christ and saw the disciples and saw our king, a black man, walk on water. We witnessed these things. We them Israelites that saw when they had Barabbas and Christ up and made us choose which one we like. We them same Israelites that scream we want Barabbas, man. We them same Israelites all throughout the Bible, and we hear back again. And we hear back again. And you right, Esau got a nerve to call us dumb and lazy and shiftless when they are the dumbest race on the earth, and they only in charge of us because of the hand of the Most High. Because of the hand of the Most High, and Satan giving them this power that was given to him. Upon the ancient has he laid heavy yoke. The Lord is telling them and reminding them of their crimes. Go ahead. Let alone that going into how they treat our elders. You know how many of our grandmamas, they done pulled out of cars and thrown on the ground? I seen them pull one of our elders out of the car, man, pulled her out the car. You know, our grandmamas done birthed 20 kids and got 80 grandkids, breasts big as Methuselah, right? And they throw her down on our breasts, man. Throw her down on our stomach because they don't give a damn because it ain't their grandmama. She don't look like they grandmamas and they mamas. She one of us. And they got no care about it, man. They treat our elders just as bad as they treat the youth, man. And the Lord told us once again through Moses, you know, they ain't going to have no regards for the young or the old. In Deuteronomy 68, he told us that. Read on.
Verse
Anytime
7.
you want to cut in, Hodge, you know you can. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
And the Lord telling him, and I know you think you're going to be a lady forever. You think you're going to be pretty and untouched and look good. Donald Trump think that he's untouchable. He just the air that he breathes and the arrogance he walk in. You look at his ugly red and orange face. He thinks he's untouchable. You think you're going to be a lady forever? Go ahead.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Like he didn't think about who these Mexicans are that he's treating like this. Because he knows. That's why he getting rid of all black history, because he knows he didn't been told. Somebody done whispered in his ear and said, if these people remember who they are, if these people find out that they are the real Jews and the ancient Israelites, if they find that out and pray to their God going to hear them. And it's going to be trouble for us. So we got to put a lot of force and a lot of money behind keeping this knowledge away from them. So they don't want you to really know no form of blackness, because you knowing a little bit of blackness going to lead to you knowing more blackness, and then a little more blackness. And then why did Marcus Garvey do that? Or what happened when we came from the slave ships? What was we doing when we was in Africa? And you might find Babylon to Timbuktu. It says those were Jews in Africa as slaves. They got on them slave ships. You might find out that they were Jews living amongst Africans, and the Africans were jealous on us of us because we were smarter than them. You might read these books and find out that, wait a minute, what are they saying? These people that got on the slave ships were actually Jews and Israelites? You might find that out. Then you might come and seek the I.S.U.P.K. Then you might learn to speak a little Hebrew and pray in Hebrew. And boy, once you do that, the Most High going to hear you. He going to hear you, and it might cut their time short. You understand? That's what they don't want. That's what they don't want. They didn't lay these things to heart. Read.
Neither did us remember the latter end of it.
And they didn't think about what's the end of all this, because they got the Bible. Zondervan was not written by us. Zondervan was written by white scholars. And it said that the Edomites are the only neighbor of the Israelites not promised any mercy from God. And it said they are the scene of great future judgment. That's in the Zondervan dictionary when you look up Edomite, who Esau is. So they know that the Edomites are the scene of great future judgment. They know they got a horrible end. But these rulers today, they don't consider it. Just like when Pharaoh took over, the new Pharaoh took over in Egypt, he didn't consider who Joseph was and who the family of Joseph was. He didn't consider it. He knew not Joseph. And he treated us horrible, and you see what happened to Egypt. You think God can't do it to America? Shit, you out your mind. You think God can't do it to America? He gonna show you. He gonna show you. Read on, you die.
Kana Wakan. Therefore, hear now this.
Uh-huh.
Thou that are not given to pleasure.
Thou that art given to pleasure. Hear this, you bastards that love your pleasure. All you think about is what you can eat and what you can feel, how you can feel good, and what makes you smile and what makes you happy. That's all you give a damn about. So the Lord said, you are given to pleasures. That's all you can give a damn about. Read. That's why Donald Trump called every place a shithole. A shithole, because all he knows is pleasure. All the people around him know is pleasure. And because he see our suffering, we just shitholes to him that he could step over. You understand? The Lord said, hear this now, thou that art given to pleasures. Go ahead.
Kana Wakan. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly.
You dwell carelessly, man. How you allow the pollution of the same air your people gotta eat, breathe. Pollution of the waters your people gotta drink. Pollution and poisoning of the foods and the crops and the grass and the land and the trees that your people gotta eat. That's somebody dwelling careless. He don't even think about his kids suffering, man. He don't even think about all the cancer he give his own people, man. He dwelled carelessly on this earth, destroy everything in his path just for his own pleasure, because he thinks he's too high. He thinks he's too high to suffer those things, even though his people is suffering. Read.
Kana Wakan, that sayest in thine heart, I am and none else besides me.
And I know they feel like gods, boy. Elon Musk ain't been elected to nothing, but he can make changes in your life and everybody in the country's life. And he ain't been chosen for nothing by nobody but the penguin. The penguin chose him, so that's that. Donald Penguin Trump chose him, so that's that. And now he get to do what he want and just be rich and make decisions on American lives. You understand? Why? Because they feel like gods. It gotta feel good. It gotta feel good to be Donald Trump with his slanty ass eyes, and he just sit there and make decisions that affect everybody. I bet Donald Trump smell like an animal, man. As rich as those rich people are, they ain't so clean. Don't think that they so clean and so wonderful and so smart. I used to work in mansions, man. I used to do slaveries in mansions. I knew people who did slaveries in mansions, and some of them rich millionaires living in these mansions, getting football tickets and basketball tickets sent to them for free because they so rich by their friends. They live in disgustingly in those mansions, man. Walking around naked half the time, trying to rape their own dogs. Every Hispanic maid in there, they trying to have sex with and violate. And the men that's in there, the butlers and the men that work in there, they try to violate them too, man. Feasting on their own mansion grounds because they know, they ain't got to clean it up. These are disgusting people. I used to do a slavery in a building full of rich scientists over at the University of Penn. I done seen all type of experiments they do with animals, man. Light bulbs in the head of mice, big ass gorillas on the University of Penn. Doing all type of experiments, and I done worked in the offices and spoke with these rich. They go, we got to beg for a weekend off. We got to beg for a day off. They get months of what's called sabbaticals, where they go get on some boat for a month and get paid time, man. That's how they living. So rich, but they were some of the stinkingest people, man. They come in, how you doing? And I'm the security for the place, and I got to hold down the place and watch their offices and check their doors. You understand? And to smell some of them is ridiculous. I said, he can't possibly smell like that. Coming into the office. I know he's rich as hell. I'm looking at his bins out there. I'm looking how his office look. He's the head of his whole department, and he's coming into work smelling like an animal. These people ain't better than us. They ain't better than us. We just made our God mad. And he put us in their hands, man. That they dwell carelessly. And they say in their heart, I am and none else beside me. Our God, the God of Israel, he the one that says I am. Because he's the most high God. He is everything. He's science. He's history, he's math, he's everything. Before the world knew the earth was a circle, he told the Israelites already. He
That's
told
right.
the prophets to tell the Israelites. They still wondering if the world is flat, if the earth is flat, when our ancestors knew that the earth was round. But now they feeling like God's now on this earth. Why? Because the Most High is slow to anger. Go ahead, read.
Kana Wakan. I shall not sit as a widow.
Neither. You ain't gonna harm me. You ain't gonna kill nothing in me. I ain't gonna be sad like a widow is sad, because I'm a God. That's how they feel. Go ahead.
Kana Wakan. Neither shall I know the loss of children.
And ain't nobody gonna take my kids away, because I'm in charge. I got the #1 military. I'm the superpower. What you gonna do? Trump said, I'ma just have Gaza. And ain't nothing nobody can do. And the king of Jordan right next to him didn't say a goddamn thing. Didn't say nothing. Now when they asked him, he tried to say respectfully, well, we'll talk about this later. We're all gonna sit down. Egypt and Jordan will sit down with America. Trump cut all that off, said, listen. We're going to take Gaza. Nobody going to do nothing. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to move the Palestinians to a better place. But what if they don't want to go, Mr. Trump? Are they going to love it? It's a better place. Meaning we're going to put them wherever we want to put them. Nobody going to ask them whether they want to go or how they going to feel about it. We're going to put them where we want to put them. You understand? Remember, they put another people where they wanted to put us. You think we wanted to go? You think we gave a damn? They said, no, we take you to a better place. And then when you read their history books, they tell you we was running around naked and uncivilized. So they put us on them boats and brought us over here to civilize us. They just wanted to civilize us. It's the same old story on what this same old man does every single time with everybody. He ain't changed. He ain't never changed. Read.
Kana Wakan, sir. Kana Wakan. Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment.
But what two things? He just said, you think ain't nobody gonna hurt your children. You think you untouchable. You think you ain't gonna be a widow and nobody gonna hurt your children. You think you untouchable because I didn't let you run with all this power. That's what they forget. They forget, you die, that God let them run with all this power. God let white people have all the power and the strength and the military might that they have. They forgot that the God of Israel allowed that. He allowed Satan to give it to them. And they say they can't be touched. And God is coming back. You know what? You are going to be touched. These two things going to come to you in a what?
Kana Wakan, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment.
In a moment. Like they're not going to expect it. They're not going to expect how, they're not going to be ready for how it happens and when it happens. Go ahead.
Kana Wakan, sir. In one day.
In one day. Go ahead.
The loss of children and widowhood.
All the untouchable things and lifestyles that they live in and think they're going to have forever, the Lord going to touch them. The Lord is going to touch them and they're going to realize, oh, shit. Excuse my French. But they're going to say, oh, shit. How did that happen? How did they get through our defenses? How are we being bombed? How are our buttons not working? What's going on? Get us back online. Get us back online. They don't know the Most High can shut down all this internet emergency button grids and all the stuff that they depend on in a second. And then what they going to do? Because everything takes a computer and a button in America. That's how they done made themselves. That's why they think they're so tough. Go ahead, huh?
You know, he already did it with them fires over in LA. Like you sit there thinking you sweet and special, but the Lord is giving you signs and warning. Them fires in LA was hell.
Damn right.
And the Lord caused that to happen, man.
God.
Oh, this is just biblical scripture with the general bringing out to you. These things gonna happen, and they happen to you because of what you have done to the Lord's chosen people.
Damn
the Bible said, like how the general said, the what's that thing? Not gonna leave the house of the thief. The chariots are not gonna leave the house of the thief. They are right now. That's what I general bringing it out to you.
Said there was a curse to the house of the thief.
Yes, sir. Come on, Slocky. So that's it, general.
No sweat. Damn right. And dumb Donald Penguin Trump said he gonna empty out the rivers and the seas to put out the fires next time. I can't wait till a tragedy of that proportion happen under his watch and see his dumbass response to it, man. See his dumb response. They say Donald Trump then fired all the people that's in charge of the nuclear weapons. They said his dumbass then got rid of everybody in charge of the nuclear weapons. Oh my God, Putin is going to march his soldiers into America, and dumbass Donald Trump ain't going to have nobody to defend it. It's going to be incredible. Oh, I can't wait. Go ahead, Yediah.
Khan Wakan, sir. Khan Wakan. They shall come upon thee. Sir. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries.
The Most High's wrath going to be beautiful upon these people, man. In their perfection. Go ahead. For the what?
Khan Wakan, sir. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries.
Sorceries. See, when you think of sorceries, you done been taught some old witch with a mole on her nose stirring some big ass pot. That's what you'd have been taught. You'd have been taught a Mickey Mouse with the wand and all the magic. No, sorcery is coming out of your TV every day, convincing your mind. Anything that convinces your brain, you understand, to do evil things is sorcery. And somebody speaking words can be sorcery. And you believe in America, that's sorcery. You believe in that evil-ass Christian church, no matter how many children they molest, no matter how many LGBT they have up on their choir, no matter how many of your sons they molest and your daughters they rape in the church, you still say everybody in the church ain't bad. Just because he did it, the whole church ain't bad. Where you think you at? That's sorcery, man, that convinced you of that. You have been brainwashed. You have been brainwashed. You understand? And not in a good way. There's one thing if you've been brainwashed, because the I.S.U.P.K, they say we brainwash people too, and we do. But we wash your brains from the filth and the sorcery that you done learned in America under these religions, man. We wash your brain to be clean so you can really see what the Bible is saying and see who you are for the first time in your life, man. To see, like you said, West Philly for life, to see how much sorcery these small hats, or AKA Jewish people, have been doing to us, man. Steal your identity, halfway steal your language, steal your land, and then know that you the people with all the talent and you the real people, so they manipulate you to work for them in their sports arenas, in their music, and all in their entertainment, and then they Hollywood, and then they acting fields. They know you the people with talent, so they take you and get rich off of you. Meanwhile, got your identity on them. And you think they're you. You think that identity belongs to them. Thank you, Mr. Einstein. Oh, he's a good Jewish man. He's a good Jewish man. He's one day I'm going to learn your Hebrew, Mr. Einstein. I'm going to learn your Hebrew with you. You buddied up to them when they done robbed you blind, man. And robbed your daddies. That's the sorcery that the Most High is talking about. Convincing you to salute a flag that the people of that flag hate you. Convincing you to join a military that's always been against you. And the minute you get out of that military, you just the same old oppressed Negro again. Or the oppressed Mexican or Hispanic or Native American again. It's a lot of natives up in the white man's military also. That's a damn shame, a double shame unto itself, man. You understand? That's the sorcery that the Lord said for all those lies you didn't taught my people, and convincing them to serve you like you a God and to love you. I'm going to handle you. I'm going to touch you. These things going to come upon you for all those lies that you tell. Those are the sorceries. Read.
Khan, sir. And for the great abundance of thy enchantments.
And all the many, many, many lies you done told my children, man. Those are the enchantments, man, in your religion. You talk to a Christian got so many layers, highs, of lies on them. Once you convince them of one lie, they hop to another one.
Yep.
So many you got to uncover. That's why we brothers always say in the I.S.U.P.K, and said it since I came in the truth, the Christian always running. You cut them on one thing, they jump to this. Then you cut them on that, they jump to this. Because they got so many layers that they need to be uncovered in their head, man. Those sorceries and enchantments, man. They done lived all their life. That's why they can't believe when something racist happens. Damn, they're like, oh, this is America. This is 2025, and this stuff is still happening. And they cry real tears because they're really hurt. They're really hurt because a white person treated them bad. Where they think they've been all these years, man? Salakia, I done took up damn near all the time. Go ahead, you Diane Hodge. You got it.
I'm Tawab, sir. Maybe if we could, any more you die, can we go to the next story?
Let's get a good one, you die.
Khan Khan, sir.
I love talking about Donald Trump, just to let you know.
Khan Khan, sir.
You're right, Yaquab. It's like you could see the spell. Once you start reading these scriptures and understanding that you're an Israelite and you get down with the I.S.U.P.K, you can start seeing the demons on other people, man. And you can start seeing the spell that they under. Because for a lot of, and I got family like that. I got family like that. I got a best friend. It was my best friend. He was like my Mahayim in the world. You understand? And I've been telling him about the truth since I found the truth. You understand? But I always saw was a piece of his brain that did not want to let go of this place. They did not want to let go of America, even though they agree with a lot of stuff we say, even though they agree with a ton of things that the I.S.U.P.K bring out in them scriptures. And they say, you're right, you're right, you're right. And they'll tell other people, though the I.S.U.P.K, they got it. They know the truth. They got it. But they can't bring themselves in because of that piece of sorcery that got them. And that they don't want to let go of, that they still addicted to, that they still know that, you know, well, I know it's wrong, but I got to get a Christmas gift. I got to give a Christmas gift. I just got to. I got to say happy birthday to my mama, man. I can't, if I don't make her a cake and have a party for my mama, she gonna cuss me. I can't do it. So they can't break the shackles. And that's the sorcery and the enchantment that they didn't put on us, man. Us in the I.S.U.P.K, you looking at men and women. I love you sisters in the UPK. We done broke the shackles, man. We done broke the shackles. We done broke that circle of death, and we done open our minds. And of course, it's through the mercy of the Most High, putting his Holy Spirit on us. You understand? We done broke through that, and we done decided to give our lives to the Most High in this truth and to break free from those sorceries, man. Salakia, go ahead, you die.
Khan, sir. Drama over Eric Adams' case raises questions about Trump's administration's weaponization of justice.
Right, Eric Adams, he's the mayor of New York, right? And he done been, they was taking him to court, going to try to get him out of office and put him in jail. He's a black mayor of New York too, for a lot of corruption that's going on. Like he's the only one corrupt. He's the only corrupt mayor. Please, all of them are corrupt. Politicians are corrupt. That's the whole thing is corrupt. You understand? They'll tell you that politicians will tell you that it's part of being a politician to know how to lie and know how to flip things. What's that? Oh man, it's a new modern term they got when you oh man, I forget what it is. And they use it too. They say, oh well, Donald Trump, he was just saying that because of this. It's a term they got for when they lie, and twist things up and try to retwist things and bring it out another way. I can't think of it right now. Oh man, but whatever. Politicians are known for lying and being corrupt and trying to get rich while they're in office, because that's the time they can do it. They can make deals and cut corners and get super rich while they're in office. So when they're out of office, they live good. That's what all of them do. But for some reason, somebody had it out for this guy, probably because he one of us, most likely. You understand? So they was trying to get him, but then Donald Trump came along and did what?
Khan, sir.
I think he went to Donald Trump at first. He wrote letters and went to the White House trying to ask Donald Trump to pardon him for them charges that they putting on him. And read the story.
Khan. It says, call it the Thursday afternoon massacre. The Justice Department is in crisis after the stunning resignation of the top prosecutor in the Manhattan and 5 other senior officials over the Department of Justice decision to halt the prosecution of New York City Mayor Eric Adams on corruption charges.
So Donald Trump put a pause on them trying to get him for corruption. Tony Davis, I remember Alternative Truth was what they was using a little while ago but they're using something different now for when you try to explain something and twist it all up. I can't remember. They say it all often on CNN. Go ahead, Yediah. So Donald Trump answered all his begging he did, all the shucking and jiving and begging he did. Please pardon me, Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump, please. They're trying to get me. Please help me. So Donald Trump decided to stop them from pursuing him if he did something. Not filibustering. Go ahead. Not gaslighting. Y'all on track to it, but it's something they using. It ain't even a bad word. Like gaslighting and filibustering, you can't really say that's what somebody doing because it's negative. This is something damn near positive word they using, but what it means is they lying. They twisting the truth up. Go ahead, Yediah.
Conor McCon, it took less than a month for Donald Trump's new Department of Justice to be engulfed in a controversy that supercharges concerns the president's political aims or compromising the application of the law. The drama, which recalls the Saturday night massacre of Watergate 3, represents the most high-profile yet case by the Justice Department officials to push back against Trump's Department of Justice leadership.
Right, like Trump repeating what presidents did in the past. You understand, like that Nixon and different things that went on when the government was so corrupt that they would do crimes, and then when the feds and everybody would come and start investigating them, they would try to get rid of them. And Trump doing it now. Trump doing it, and you can't punish him for it because the Supreme Court said you cannot charge, punish, or do nothing to a sitting president. So while he is president, he can do every corrupt crime thing he do. Now, the people under him, they may have to pay for that one day. That's what they forget. Trump done showed you who he is. You can get a pardon, but once he out of office, he can't pardon you no more. That's why they say Trump is also working on a way to become president again and not just do 2 terms, which has been the American way. You only could do 2 terms, 8 years. Trump working on a way where he can be king forever. And they ain't telling you, but that old Project 2025, that's what all these executive orders coming from anyway. They just ain't naming it that. They ain't calling it that no more because Trump denied it. So they just implemented it. Go ahead, read. So Trump is trying to block these charges from the mayor of New York, but not for nothing. It ain't because he like him so much. Go ahead.
Conor McCon, which is tasked with ending the weaponization of justice, but what critics fear is perpetuating it.
Read that again.
Conor McCon, Trump's Department of Justice leadership, which is tasked with ending the weaponization of justice.
They're supposed to be stopping the justice system from catering to one man. It's supposed to follow the Constitution and love America more than they love one sitting president or anybody. That's what they were supposed to do. Make it better and make it, better for America and not weaponize it, meaning not use it against people for one man's pleasure. But that's exactly what they're doing. Go ahead.
Conor McCon, which is tasked with ending the weaponization of justice, but which critics fear is perpetuating it.
Yeah. Yeah, the scholars that see it saying, well, damn, he was supposed to stop the weaponization of the Justice Department, but shit, he's shooting off the Justice Department like a gun. He's shooting it like a rocket launcher. He's shooting it like a nuclear missile, man. He's using it as a weapon himself, man. And you're right, Amana DeBob. Trump said this may be the last election, and it may be. He got 4 years to plot on how we gonna do it. Go ahead, Yediah.
I think that's almost it, sir.
All right, no sweat. So we went over the time. You want to say anything, Hans?
No, that was it, General. No, that was it, sir.
No sweat. I hope I did the Commanding General some justice on his show. You know what I'm saying? I hope we represented him well, General Haas. I want to give a big shout out to my road dog, biblical scholar, General Haas. Give it up. Give it up. I want to give it up for Officer Marah in the house on deck. Who else? Officer Who else? Is it Malaki? Who's in the house? Who else is it?
You got your Yediah in here, General. You got Abad Hayah and Mathumyad, sir.
Mathumya. Shout out to Mathumya. The water for holding it down. Another week of Black Watch, man. Going into all the, all the news we can get to. Going into these scriptures, man, and showing how, although we in hell, and we in a place where the Lord didn't put his wrath down and put his mighty hand down, and this is a horrible place, we in the best place we could be if you in the I.S.U.P.K, even in this hell, even watching all these atrocities, even going through all the hell we go through and seeing our people suffer in the I.S.U.P.K, we in the best seat that we could be in, because one day the Lord going to give us power like he gave the disciples, and we going to shock the world. We're going to shock the world. Join us at the Passover, man, April 12th, 2025 in Atlanta, Georgia, man. We're going to be getting it in. April 9th, all the festivities going to go down. April 11th, we're going to have the Black Party, man. I think the 9th, we might even be doing the lamb slaughter. I forget. And then the 10th, I believe we're going to have a children's function and other functions where the sisters hang out and they go do the the drinking paint, sipping paint, and simping art and ride bulls and do all the things our sisters love to do. And the brothers going to hang out. And we're going to be doing a ton of things. Every year after the Passover, I see brothers that shot 20 rap videos. I don't know where they be. I ain't been invited to none of them yet. But I see they be getting it. I see that Yediah know about all of them because he in every video. Don't tell me nothing. I like to be on camera a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But we're going to be getting it in Passover week, man. Send your $200 in yesterday. Send it in yesterday. Get your garments ready, man. Get your swords ready. And we're going to eat lamb and drink wine and eat unleavened bread. And it's going to be a beautiful time where the whole nation get to be together, man, and love each other. And if ain't nobody else following the Most High on the earth, they're going to be following him in Atlanta, Georgia that week. They're going to be obeying him in Atlanta, Georgia that week. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, shalom, Israel.
Welcome to Atlanta. Christ, this Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's flag. April the 11th, we got the Black Party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior YAHANNA.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. And no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King YAHUSHA, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Shalom.